Well, let's talk about the first one, which I think is going to be the one that starts the pay-per-view. Damien Sandow, how the hell did he get in this pay-per-view so quickly after starting? I don't know, maybe too many cartwheels. Tyson Kidd, the surprise Uber kid. We have Christian, of course, Santino Marella, Tenzai, Cody, who now apparently is on SmackDown, Cody, and so is Santino apparently, Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler, all for the World Heavyweight Championship, held by Sheamus. Who is your pick?
Well, I'll tell you for sure it's not going to be Christian or Santino.
Santino. Boom.
Eliminate those two guys immediately. You could probably eliminate Sandow as well.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, they want to give him...
Oh, if he wanted to, you go, who the hell is that guy? You're gonna put a world title, because that pretty much guarantees your world title, on a guy who does cartwheels?
Yeah.
No.
I really think it's probably going to be Tensai that's going to take it. I would be shocked if it... I mean, I could see... Obviously, you can see Ziggler finally getting the briefcase. You could see Cody getting the briefcase, of course. I could even see Tyson Kidd being the dark horse.
Yeah.
And taking it. But, I mean, I don't know. It's a tough call on that one. But I think ultimately it's going to be Tensai and Sheamus, because that seems like it could be a good build-up.
Yes. My idea is Tyson Kidd is in there as you're right, the dark horse, the underdog. He's going to go up at least 2 or 3 times with it. Everybody's going to be knocked out, and Tyson Kidd's going to look around, oh, I'm the only guy standing, and he'll go for it, and everybody's going to be cheering him on because he's a little guy. You want to see him win the belt. But at the end, this is my prediction, it's not going to be Dolph, it's going to be Cody Rhodes, because then he'll be like Edge when he had the Money in the Bank, and he'll use it like he used the face mask, and he'll be able to hold it off to whenever. Cody Rhodes is the next for the step up. I believe he's going to get the shot.
I'm completely fine with that. Cody's more than proved his worth as a wrestler and as a main event guy. He can put on great matches, so why not? Why not give him a shot?
Exactly. And let's bring that on to the other ladder match. We'll probably end up the pay-per-view. Big Show versus Kane versus Chris Jericho versus John Cena, probably versus The Miz, probably versus, say, Rey Mysterio.
Yes, that's true. Well, no, I read that they're holding him off until number 1,000 Raw, so
perhaps. But I'll say, well, have them show up at the pay-per-view. Don't have all of them mentioned. Have some. See, we still have 2 weeks to go, right? So therefore, no, we only have 1 week to go.
That's right, one more Raw.
One more Raw. So basically, have the Miz show up on Raw, being the next guy in, and then on the pay-per-view have Mysterio show up as the 6th, and then don't use him that week, and then bring him in for 1,000 for his first actual Raw appearance. So have him show up at the pay-per-view to be the fans go all nuts, and then there you go.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense.
You're supposed to argue with me.
Do you want me to argue with you?
What's wrong with you? But who do you think's gonna walk away with the title though? Who's gonna win with the contract for the title shot?
When it's all said and done?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think whoever wins, they're not gonna win the title. I think that or whoever wins is gonna cash it in at SummerSlam. Yeah. Because we've seen the guy hold on to it for almost a year, blah blah blah, and all that kind of stuff. Yep. Like Daniel Bryan last year. It's it's cool in small doses, but it can drag.
Yep.
Here, so I mean, I think it would be smart because I think we're both assuming that whoever wins is going to cash it in before SummerSlam, like we're saying Tensai. Yes. Then we will have Sheamus Tensai at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. See, they tried to do Bryan all the way to WrestleMania, and then they realized they couldn't have him prolong that for any longer, right? So that was it. But I say this. I say it's going to be there's 2 ways of thinking. Cena wins it and says he's going to challenge Punk at SummerSlam using this contract. Therefore, it's in your face because he's been beat up 1,000 times before for it. This time, I'm going to be the man, and I'm going to go right to your face and say, I'm challenging you using this for that title shot. Or I'm going Big Show because we have to keep him being a beast.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Big Show can win and then also say, I'm going to cash it in because I don't need to sneak up on anybody.
Exactly. I'll just punch you out.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with Punk, right?
That's right. Oh, yes, with the history. But at the same, I think I'm going to go with what WWE would want, and that is a strong John Cena going into SummerSlam and doing it that way with the Money in the Bank contract.
Yeah.